Good morning and welcome to an episode of Meet the Makers here on Block News. My name is Rebecca Hope and today we're talking to Phil Chapman about Your Data Safe. Welcome, Phil.
Hi, hey, right?
Yeah, it's good to have you here on the show. Today we're chatting a bit about Your Data Safe. You've got quite an interesting history as an IT and GDPR consultant, which is really interesting in a time where, data regulations are really being clamped down on. So tell us a little bit about how you got into this specific project and what is this project in a nutshell?
This project it brings together everything from GDPR. The main focus, I would say, is actually taking control of data, giving it back to the data subject, to the individual. Data has such a high value nowadays, but as a rule, nobody sees that value, only the big corporates. So we want to kind of flip this around, give you control back of your data, which is what GDPR is all about, and then allow you to monetize the value of your data. That's not the whole project. The whole project revolves around GDPR in its entirety. So we have data protection officer services. We'll have services where you can have your policies and procedures stored online. You can get assistance with this. So there's many elements to it, but the core will be returning control of data back to you, the individual.
Which is really important. And then, of course, more than that, you're also rewarding the users.
The market is huge. There's so much money being paid for. In fact, I think they even state that data is worth more than gold nowadays.
Yeah.
So, you don't see any of this. All you do is you get your junk mails and you get your letters through your door, or you get a text on your phone. But you don't realize people actually pay to send you that. They're paying for your information. And until GDPR came in, and certainly in the EU, you couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
But now you have the right to say, no, that's my data. I haven't given you consent, but we're going to give you the opportunity to actually give us consent, and we can monetize that for you.
Okay, so Phil, tell us a little bit about your team and who all made it.
We've got Mark Morgan. Mark's been into crypto and into blockchain for a number of years now. He was an early adopter of Bitcoin, luckily for him. So kind of that's the blockchain element from us. We've got Richie Pinder, who is ex-Experian, which are one of the UK's, certainly the UK's and probably the Europe's largest data houses. They're responsible for everybody's credit ratings in the UK. They control a lot of information. So he was a data broker for them. He used to sell information to the likes of BMW, to the likes of Coca-Cola. And then there's myself. My background is IT and GDPR. For the last year and a half, I've been dealing with some big blue chip clients, some third sector being charities, on assisting them in becoming compliant, how to handle their data, how to implement the policies and procedures required to be GDPR compliant, because a third of all the fines in the UK now are actually to third sectors, to charities, for mishandling data, for taking your information when you've made a donation and then selling it to another charity. Now, you can no longer do any of this. You can't misuse people's information, and these companies need help. Not only can they not misuse it, but they're paying out millions of pounds to be able to market to you correctly. And you don't realize this, but when they send you an information inviting you to a seminar or inviting you to maybe a charity ball, you've been picked because they've paid somebody to model you and decide what type of person you are.
So, first off, we can understand better now what's happening with our data. We can get rewarded but how does that work, by the way? How does the rewarding system work? If I'm a user, do I have to...
You'll create a profile.
Yeah.
And you will put in your profile, you will put your likes, your dislikes, what particular things you're interested in, who you'd like to hear from. So you might like clothes, you might like holidays, you might like a particular brand of car. Bigger profile you build, the better it will be for clients that we will go to be able to market to you. If you put in you like prestige cars, and we're approached by BMW to say we want women in the age group of 20 to 30, high income earners, and we want to market to them, you would come up in the list, you would receive some marketing, but they would pay us. And in return, we would then issue tokens to you, which we'll be able to exchange on the site for goods, services, or go on to exchange them for fiat.
Okay, so can you also withdraw those rewards?
You'll be able to keep the tokens. There'll be a plan to go on exchange, so you'll be able to exchange them, you'll be able to sell them for fiat. We will do deals with popular houses where you can buy products, so you'll get discounted rates on products,
Okay.
so you can respec your tokens back in.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's probably worth mentioning with the charities, the plan is with charities, if we can get their members on board, then there'll be an opportunity that if you're earning tokens, you can actually have a donate button, so you can donate a percentage of your tokens to your chosen charity.
Tell us about your ICO that you're running and why that's so important in this phase of the project.
We've done Blockchain Expo in Amsterdam probably 4 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have a stand, went down there just to kind of meet some people and meet some of the influencers. Ended up being VIP'd by the blockchain people themselves, by the Blockchain Expo people themselves. They wanted us back. We probably drew more attention from our T-shirts and our pamphlets than actually people on the stands.
Really?
And we signed up that many people while we were there. It was just an incredible experience.
Yeah. So it's a very important time for you now. And how do you plan on allocating the funds that you're raising from your ICO?
The funds are everything's fully transparent as it should be. So you've got the full distribution for the token generation event is on the white paper. It's on the website.
Let's just talk a little bit about your token sale and how that's working.
Okay, so we essentially, probably 4 weeks ago, we put this to a small group of crypto enthusiasts on Facebook. Mm-hmm. We had a group of maybe 100 people just to kind of assess the project. There are, as you're probably well aware, there are a lot of projects out there that they kind of invented for blockchain. So people think we can think of a project, let's just bolt blockchain on the back of it, and all of a sudden they've got an ICO. This is different. We need blockchain for this project. GDPR is so relevant at the moment. But to do our kind of market research and test the water, we put this out to a small group, invited them to join our Telegram group, asked questions, gave them a early release of white paper. Wasn't expecting the feedback we got. We didn't get anything negative. In fact, what we got was people saying, we need a wallet. We need to start donating some money. We need to start buying some tokens. So that was a real boost for us. It's kind of accelerating probably quicker than we ever imagined, probably quicker than we were even prepared for. The project is ready. I'm working so hard on GDPR with clients, but the response really is overwhelming.
So what's the goal then? Are you trying to acquire a certain amount of data, users? What's the goal?
The biggest part of the project is the data side for the end user. So we want to sign up as many users as we can. We were doing an airdrop, so that's going to attract people in as well. And hopefully, everybody that buys tokens will want to join the project. They'll want to upload their profile, and they'll want to earn more tokens. Mm-hmm. But there's more elements to it. There is also, we offer a GDPR online training course. Mm-hmm. That has now been done. That will be released in the next 2 weeks. Okay. So corporates go online. They can put their staff on a GDPR awareness course and become. So you can't actually get certified for GDPR, but this course is backed by the Insurance Institute and HFW Law, which are a legal counsel to the ICO. So this is a great training platform. You can go on, train yourself how to deal with GDPR. So there's that element. There's the data protection officer having a virtual DPO online, being able to deal with all your GDPR questions. So there are several elements we've got to work to, and not just kind of the data side. But yes, we want millions of customers. But if I said to you, you receive junk mail, you still carry on receiving junk mail. Yeah. You receive letters in the post, and you probably get the odd text or call from somebody marketing to you. But if I said to you, you don't need to change anything with our project. All you do is upload your information. You will still get those emails and those calls. But when you do, they'll be logged in our system, and you'll get paid for them, because the people will be coming to us to be able to market to you, because now you can move or consent.
So what's next? What's the short-term goal?
Short-term goal is this has got to go viral. This needs momentum. It takes a while, but we are growing, and we are starting to grow faster and faster. I think the thing we don't have that maybe some others do, they have an endless pot of money that they just throw in on marketing, but don't think about the project. We're probably the different. We think about the project. We have the project, but we're not just dumping hundreds of thousands into marketing and making us be there. We will get there organically. Yeah. This project we see it as it's our Robin Hood project. We're taking from the rich and we're giving back to the poor.
I like that. That's really great that you said that, because it's true. A lot of companies don't even know how they're allocating their funds, if it's really if it's really worth it, what they're doing. So I like the fact that you're trying to do it as organically as possible. And yeah, it sounds like you've got a good ethos there. So thank you so much for chatting to us today. And then would you like to direct us to your website and how we can get involved?
Yeah, just if you jump onto yourdatasafe.io, feel free to join our Telegram group. The links are on there. All the founder members are members on there, and we're all active. So you can fire any questions to any of us at any time. We're on there 24/7. So we are an active part of the group, and all the core people are on there now. So if you go on, you can ask any of the early people that took this up, ask their opinion of us, ask their opinion of the project. Would love some feedback.
We're talking to Phil Chapman today about keeping your data safe and also now getting rewarded for your data. So go ahead and join, sign up, and check it out. Thank you so much for chatting to us today, Phil.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Great. My name is Rebecca Hope from Block News. We're talking to Phil Chapman again from Your Data Safe. This is an episode of Meet the Makers. Thank you.